Hello everyone, my name is Aastha. I welcome you all to our classes for the International English Olympiad for class 10th. Today is our very first class. This will serve as an introductory class forming the base of your preparation, because in this class what we will be doing is understanding what IEO really is, what its syllabus is for class 10th and how we're going to go about it. And the most important question we'll be answering is how this preparation is going to help you in the long run as well. So let's get started.
So सबसे पहले ये जो हमारा इंट्रोडक्टरी वीडियो है इसमें हम क्या करने वाले हैं, let me tell that to you. Now this is the table of contents. Table of contents मतलब इस वीडियो में हम लोग क्या क्या करेंगे. सबसे पहले किसी भी चीज को शुरू करने से पहले सबसे पहले जो क्वेश्चन आता है वो है कि ये हम कर क्या रहे हैं, ये हम किस बारे में कर रहे हैं. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि वी आर स्टडीइंग फॉर द इंटरनेशनल इंग्लिश ओलंपियाड. सबसे पहले हम समझेंगे कि IEO क्या होता है, कैसे कंडक्ट होता है और कौन कराता है, व्हाट इज द पैटर्न. फिर इसके बाद सेकंड क्वेश्चन आता है कि चलो हमें समझ आ गया कि IEO है क्या. फिर हम ये समझेंगे कि हाउ विल इट हेल्प मी, मतलब कि मैंने IEO का ओलंपियाड देने के लिए आई हैव डिसाइडेड, बट हाउ विल इट रियली हेल्प मी, हाउ विल इट कंट्रीब्यूट टू माय ग्रोथ, टू माय एजुकेशन, टू माय अकेडमिया. सो ये सब कुछ हम लोग all this I will explain to you. And for this, we will have to first understand the pattern of the exam. And after this, the last thing to understand would be the complete syllabus. जो exam में different sections में divided होता है, A, B and C, and then there is reading and there is written and achiever section as well. So ये सब कुछ हम समझेंगे. So now let's start. And the first question that comes to our mind is, what exactly is the International English Olympiad? Right? So let's see. All right. So what IEO does broadly is, now first of all, it is conducted by the Science Olympiad Foundation. It conducts the IEO Olympiad every year. And this is for all the classes, for classes 1 to 12. For class 1 there's a separate exam, there's for class 2 there's a separate Olympiad. Now that is pretty obvious. Alright, separate exams for all these classes. And the most important aspect is that it helps in your foundational level preparation. Why do I call it foundational level preparation? Now see, that is because we will be doing various topics, all right? Various topics in English, and all these topics, they form the basis, they form the foundation for your further growth in English, for your further understanding and development in English. For example, if we do nouns, if we do articles, now these are just these basic topics which will further enhance your English. Suppose we are also going to do topics like idioms and jumbled words and proverbs and homonyms and homophones and synonyms and antonyms. So topics like these, they add value to your to that part of your brain, you know, which has all the English stored in it, which controls the language. So once you learn these new words and these new kinds of idioms and proverbs and you start using them in your conversations, it gives you a good feeling. It will also help you in your writing skills. All right, so this will provide you as a foundational level preparation and give you a lot of value addition material for your English and its various skills and various aspects where you can use it, like reading, writing, listening and speaking. All right, this is a brief introduction about IEO. Let's move on. So now the next question. First we have understood what IEO is. Now the second question that comes to our mind is, how will it really help me? Now, okay, I have understood what IEO is, who conducts it, how is it conducted. But the important question is, how will I be benefited from IEO? Why should I work hard for it? Now, you are given all these lectures, these videos, and you are watching them, and you are studying, and you will be taking quizzes as well. So, why should I work hard for it? Now, you see, there are two broad reasons, or these columns I have made to make you understand why IEO is going to help you and how is it going to help you. Now, first of all, when we talk about academics, we talk about the school exams, whatever unit tests and summative assessments and half yearlies and terminal exams you have, all of them comprise of English. And even your English syllabus, I am pretty sure that whatever topics we are going to study, they will cover most of your English grammar syllabus. So, by studying for IEO, you are completing your school syllabus as well. In fact, you are doing a little more than that, and you are already practicing mock exams as well. So, you will have an edge, आपको एक advantage होगी over the other students who are not giving the IEO. And the other reason is focus on communication and use of learning. There will be no rote learning here. Now, English is one subject where you cannot rote learn. No rote learning. Now, this is because in English, what happens is there is direct application. There is practical use of the concepts learned. कोई theory नहीं है. For example, when you study history, आपने पढ़ा, you read about some war, or you read about some ruler, and you learnt about their facts. So you can memorize them, and when the question is asked in the exam, you can write that down. But in English, कोई आपसे, there will be no question like what is a noun, what is a verb, what are the various forms of tenses. ऐसा कोई question नहीं आएगा. Rather, question आएगा practical knowledge पे. Practical knowledge मतलब आपको verbs पता होंगे कि क्या होते हैं, पर question आएगा जिसमें आपको verb लगाना होगा, जिसमें आपको verb का tense लगाना होगा. इस तरीके से आपके practical questions आएंगे. So इसमें आप कुछ भी रट नहीं सकते हैं. And the aspect which says focus on communication and use of learning. Now, when you learn the basic concepts of grammar, जैसे हम vocabulary करेंगे, हम nouns करेंगे, हम antonyms और synonyms, हम इतने सारे topics करेंगे. तो इन सब topics को जब आप समझोगे तो obviously आपकी vocabulary improve होगी, and आप उन words को, उन concepts को आप अपनी English में, आप अपनी जो English communication करेंगे उसमें आप use कर पाएंगे. तो that will improve your speaking skills. Speaking skills improve हुई. And then if you understand these concepts well, तो अगर आपसे when people talk to you in English, you will be able to understand them better as well. तो आपकी listening skills भी improve हुई. And writing skills भी improve होंगी. कैसे? Because when you learn the new words and you understand the grammar properly, तो आपकी जो writing skills हैं उसमें भी आपकी एक enhanced learning दिखेगी. Your teacher will know that yes, this student knows his or her concepts, and they are writing and they're using correct grammar, and they are using the correct punctuation, and they are even using new words. So you will get your extra marks in school syllabus as well, and you will improve your English communication also. Now here, I'm going to give you a very basic example of how IEO will help you in understanding different aspects and improving your grammar. For example, you see this is a question. The question is, what time will you meet me tonight? Now you should quickly write an answer to this question. Okay, or maybe think about it, or just I would prefer अगर आप एक इसका आंसर लिख लें अपने पास. So now you see, this question could have three answers, three types of answers, and all three of them would be different. और इनमें difference पता चलेगा हमें उनकी grammar से. You see, first, I can meet you at 7. If I ask someone, what time will you meet me tonight? So, if the person says, I can meet you at 7, this means ये possible है कि मैं तुम्हें 7 o'clock मिल सकता हूँ या मिल सकती हूँ. Okay. Next answer could be, I will meet you at 7. Now, here there is a promise. We were using will. I'll means I will meet you at 7. So, will is for a future plan or promise. So, the person is making a promise कि हाँ, I will meet you at 7. Okay. Then the other answer could be, I would meet you at 7. Now would is used that there might be conditions which make it difficult. Now इधर कोई promise नहीं है, इधर कह रहे हैं कि मैं मिल सकता हूँ, but there might be conditions. मतलब अगर कुछ दिक्कत आ गई, there might be some difficulty, तो फिर there might be a problem in meeting you. So I would meet you at 7. So you see, for the same question, there could be three kinds of different answers. And अगर आप इन sentences में इसकी grammar को समझ के आप अगर correct usage करने लग जाएं, तो आपकी English overall improve ही होगी. Your speaking skills, your listening skills, your reading skills, all of them. So I hope you understood the example. Now let's move on. All right. So these are a few more benefits that IEO will provide you. Now first is the development of skills. Now what kind of skills? Reading, writing, listening, speaking. So all these kind of skills, IEO preparation would help you develop. Let me explain you how. Now, for example, reading. Now there is a separate section for reading in IEO, wherein you have to read the passages and then answer the questions after reading the passage. All right. So now उससे आपकी एक तो reading की जो practice है वो काफी अच्छे से हो जाती है. Right. And next will be writing. Now writing में तो आपकी बहुत सारी help होने वाली है. कैसे? कि जो writing practice होती है, writing practice में as per the vocabulary and the synonyms and the antonyms and the idioms and proverbs and the correct grammar, ये सारे aspects आपकी writing में check होते हैं. तो जैसे जैसे आप नए नए aspect सीखोगे, जैसे very interesting topic of idioms and proverbs. Now हमें इतने interesting and इतने insightful idioms and proverbs सीखने को मिलेंगे, जिसमें you can, if you use them in your writing, you will obviously gather more marks. And आपकी writing skills तो अच्छी होंगी ही. Similarly, जब हम voices, narration, अलग अलग topics करेंगे, तो आपकी writing skill improve होगी ही. All right. And then listening how? Now when you're taking the class, you are listening, and whenever I speak in English, you try to understand what I am saying, right? तो आप उसे समझते हो और आप उसे implement करते हो, आप उसे understand करके apply करते हो अपने topics में. तो उसी तरीके से listening as well, and speaking of course with right grammar and with newer word meanings, newer न्यूअर वोकैबुलरी, तो आपकी स्पीकिंग स्किल्स भी इम्प्रूव होंगी. Alright, and there is this one important aspect जो है पूरा the spoken and written expression. The spoken and written expression aspect वो हम आपको बहुत अच्छे से ये एक्सप्लेन करता है, जिसमें आपको समझ आए कि किस तरीके से आपको what is the appropriate response as per certain situation. For example, if there is an apology in a situation, for example, if there is a request in a situation, तो उसमें किस तरीके से की replies and किस तरीके की response जो है वो suitable होता है. Alright. The next aspect is testing the understanding of the concept. Now, अगर हम जब एक एक चैप्टर करेंगे और एक एक टॉपिक को समझेंगे तो उसमें आपको कॉन्सेप्ट की अंडरस्टैंडिंग में बिल्कुल दिक्कत नहीं होगी. कॉन्सेप्ट अच्छे से समझ आ जाएगा एंड ग्रामर जो है ना, ग्रामर आपको बिल्कुल भी मुश्किल नहीं लगेगी. नाउ एक एक टॉपिक, फॉर एग्जांपल टेंसेस एंड वर्ब्स, तो थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट टॉपिक कह सकते हैं, क्योंकि आपको थोड़ा सा उसमें सोचना पड़ता है कि इस यहाँ पे टेंस कौन सी फॉर्मेशन होगी. एंड टेंसेस इज वन एस्पेक्ट जिसमें लोग बड़े हो जाते हैं तब तक भी काफी गलतियां करते हैं. बट अगर आप IEO के लिए अच्छे से टेंसेस को कर लेते हैं, अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस कर लेते हैं टेंसेस जैसे टॉपिक को, तो ये जो ग्रामर है ना, आपको उससे बिल्कुल भी डर नहीं लगेगा. सो ग्रामर वोंट स्केयर यू एनीमोर. ऑलराइट, नाउ लेट्स सी अदर बेनिफिट्स. Alright. Now, अगर आपकी इंग्लिश बेटर हो रही है, अगर आपको सारे कॉन्सेप्ट समझ आ रहे हैं, आप सही आंसर्स कर पा रहे हैं, तो आपका कॉन्फिडेंस अच्छे से बूस्ट अप हो जाएगा. Alright, in aspects like grammar and vocabulary, और जब आप न्यू चैलेंजेस फेस कर रहे हो, जैसे कि जो हम मॉक क्वेश्चंस करेंगे, तो मॉक क्वेश्चंस में there is always a new question in front of you. For example, for synonyms, there's always a new word जिसका आप नया synonym, नया antonym सीखने को मिल रहा है. There are new adverbs, new conjunctions, new contractions that you are learning. कहाँ use होते हैं. Even the reading comprehension, के reading comprehension में there's this new passage every time. So all this helps in boosting up your confidence. जब आपको कॉन्सेप्ट्स क्लियर होने लग जाएंगे, सारे ग्रामर के, वोकैबुलरी के न्यू वर्ड्स, एंड आप नए नए चैलेंजेस फेस करने में आपको बिल्कुल भी डर नहीं लगेगा. ऑलराइट, नाउ अदर एडवांटेजेस फॉर योर फ्यूचर कम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स. एक तो आपकी जो ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट हो रही है ना, एज पर जो आप इंग्लिश को आप अच्छे से कर पाएंगे, जब आपकी जो सारी हो रही है, आपकी कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्डअप हो रहा है, आपके कॉन्सेप्ट्स क्लियर हो रहे हैं, तो इन सब चीज़ों से आपकी ओवरऑल ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट हो रही है. आप में अंदर जब आपके कॉन्फिडेंस आने लग गया, तो यू विल बी स्पीकिंग इंग्लिश कॉन्फिडेंटली. आप जो कॉन्वर्सेशंस होंगे वो आपकी इंग्लिश में कॉन्फिडेंटली होने लग जाएंगे. तो ऐसे ही आपकी पर्सनैलिटी बिल्डिंग एंड दिस ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट विल टेक प्लेस. एंड ये वही जो आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग और जो कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी आपको मिल रही है, से भी दिस विल help in your further future competitive exams. किसी भी एग्जाम में जो आपको क्वेश्चंस तो आप इंग्लिश में ही हैंडल करेंगे, राइट? एंड moreover आपकी competitive exams में most of them, I mean almost all of them, they have a section which tests your English and good English and correct English, and the people who speak English confidently, they are to be preferred everywhere. So it is important कि आप अपने बेसिक्स ही क्लियर करके चलेंगे, तो आपको आगे जाके बिल्कुल भी कोई इशू नहीं आएगा, एंड इंग्लिश as a language will start coming naturally to you. Alright. Then another aspect is personality building. Now if IEO, you get good marks in IEO, first of all you get participation certificates, you get medals and you get awards, and जो आपका ये जो experience हो रहा है, this rich experience, this is also very important and helps in overall personality building. So I hope that you have understood how important it really is to to study well for IEO, to participate in these kinds of competitions like Olympiads and perform well in them. And जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं ना, आपको सिर्फ Olympiad के लिए लेके नहीं चलना, उसको अपनी ओवरऑल लैंग्वेज डेवलपमेंट के लिए लेके चलना है. IEO के लिए तो इम्पोर्टेंट है ही, पर इंग्लिश एज अ लैंग्वेज इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन टूडेज. तो ये जो सारे टॉपिक्स हैं आपको उनको ऐसे ही पढ़ना है कि यू आर लर्निंग दिस फॉर द लॉन्ग टर्म. Let's move on. Alright, so next we will be talking about the student performance report, which is provided by IEO when your result comes. Now, how the student performance report will help you in analyzing your strengths and weaknesses, and how it will help you in the overall analysis, we'll be discussing that. So the first section, section A, this one talks about, it provides the student marks and rank achieved in the school, city, zone, region, and at the international level. Here, and at the international level. Now here the section A, whatever questions were there in your question paper, whatever marks you have achieved, and as per those marks, whatever your rank is in your school. Now in your school means in your class. Now obviously in whichever class you are, उसी class के हिसाब से आपकी school ranking आएगी. And then in the city, whatever your class students, suppose if you are in class 12th, so class 12th की जो भी students ने दिया है आपकी city में, so उन सब की comparison में आपकी rank क्या है. Similarly for the zonal level, similarly for the regional level, and at the international level as well. Alright, so this is the section A. This provides you your marks and your rank. Now this is the basic चीज जो हर exam के बाद आपको मिलती ही है. Right, so this is the first basic section. Now section B. Now the section B is interesting. This will be providing a past year-wise analysis of the student. Now the year-wise analysis of the student. Now in whichever class you are, and उस class की previous classes में भी अगर आपने Olympiads दिए हैं and you have registered with IEO, तो अगर IEO के पास आपके records हैं तो they will be providing a year-wise analysis, your year-wise analysis in IEO. Alright, now suppose this year you got 90% of the marks in the last year. Suppose last year you got 85%, then next year you got 90%, then next year if you get 85. So this performance, past year performance analysis is given by IEO to the student. Now how does this help you? एक past year analysis, this helps you कि आप अपना analyze कर पाते हो कि last year I did this much of preparation. Here. The student performance report, section D, E, and F. Alright, so here section D, it talks about providing a percentage score analysis of the student with comparison of the class, city, zone, and region level. Now in the previous sections we were talking about the rank analysis or performance analysis. Here we are providing a percentage score analysis. Alright, now percentage score how? Your question paper is of 60 marks. Alright, now out of 60, if you have achieved 54. Now 54 is 90%. Right, so this 90 percentage, this is 90%. Now this 90% percentage score, okay, this will be compared with the class level, city level, your average class percentage, and etc. This is another criteria for comparison that is provided. Alright, another one is provides a comparison of average marks analysis. Now previously we were talking about this percentage score. Here we are comparing the average marks. Alright, now here you see कितने ज़्यादा parameters आपको provide किए जा रहे हैं to compare yourself, to give you a reality check. All right, then this one, very important for you. This is a topic wise performance analysis of the student. Topic wise, your section wise performance analysis, कि आपने कहाँ कौन से section में you have made the most mistakes, which is the section that requires your utmost attention. और ये topic wise analysis में what you should really do is सबसे पहले आपको सबसे पहले you should see कि which is the area where I have lagged in, where I have made the most mistakes. Then analyze how did you do its preparation. क्या आपकी preparation में there was some loophole? Did you not solve enough questions, or did you not give this section enough time? और क्या रिसोर्स की अवेलेबिलिटी नहीं थी, मतलब जो हम क्वेश्चंस कर रहे हैं अगर वो आपका सेक्शन वीक है एंड आपको हम जब टॉपिक्स करेंगे तभी आपको रियलाइज हो जाएगा. मैं तो आपको बस एक स्टैंडर्ड सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस करा रही हूँ, बट इफ यू थिंक दैट दिस सेक्शन इज वीक एंड मेरे से मोस्टली क्वेश्चन सॉल्व नहीं हुए, द फर्स्ट थिंग यू शुड डू इज वॉच द कॉन्सेप्ट अगेन. बट अगर कॉन्सेप्ट फिर भी आपको लग रहा है कि नहीं मेरे को अभी भी समझ नहीं आया है, तो कॉन्सेप्ट इफ यू वॉच 2-3 टाइम्स एंड प्रिटी श्योर क्लियर हो जाएगा. एंड देन फिर भी आपको क्वेश्चंस में दिक्कत आ रही है, यू शुड वॉच ईच क्वेश्चन स्लोली, वन बाय वन, वॉच इट्स एनालिसिस. एंड फिर क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने में अगर आपको ज्यादा टाइम लग रहा है तो you go and you search for worksheets, you search for exercises for that topic. एंड आई एम प्रिटी श्योर आपके सिलेबस में भी मोस्ट ऑफ द टॉपिक्स होंगे, तो आप उसमें से कीजिए. ग्रामर टॉपिक्स इतने डिफिकल्ट होते नहीं है, एक आप लॉजिकल अंडरस्टैंडिंग से आप बेसिक उससे समझेंगे तो हो जाएगा. बट अगर इशू आता है तो यू शुड सर्च फॉर मोर एक्सरसाइजेस एंड देन गो विद देम. एंड एक एक क्वेश्चन को अच्छे से कि इसमें क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है, लॉजिकली अंडरस्टैंडिंग एवरीथिंग. पैटर्न बनना चाहिए कि ये पैटर्न हर जगह फॉलो हो रहा है. ऑलराइट, so we were talking about the topic wise performance. Topic wise performance में as I said, जो आपका topic you are weak in that, you should again go back and revise its concepts. अगर आपके उसकी concepts clear हैं, go for the questions and see जो आपने question में गलती करी है. question में आपकी क्या गलती थी, क्या आपसे कुछ एक what do we call it, एक तो होते हैं हमारे ओमिशन एरर्स जिसमें हम मार्क ही नहीं कर पाते, या फिर कुछ हमारे केयरलेसनेस की वजह से कि मेरे को बी मार्क करना था मैंने सी मार्क कर दिया. बट कुछ होते हैं कॉन्सेप्चुअल एरर्स जिसमें एक तो होता है कि आपको कॉन्सेप्ट आता है पर यहाँ आपने अप्लाई गलत तरीके से किया है. ऑलराइट, आपको कॉन्सेप्ट अच्छा आता है पर आप यहाँ अप्लाई आपने गलत किया, उसकी वजह से गलत हुआ. ऑलराइट, और एक क्वेश्चंस होते हैं जिसका आपको कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं पता, आपने पढ़ा नहीं, वो तो एक डिफरेंट ही चीज है, वो तो आप पढ़ो और फिर सॉल्व करो तो तब हो जाना चाहिए. पर जहां पे आप कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं अप्लाई कर पाए हो, जहां पे आपको समझ नहीं आया है कि ये कॉन्सेप्ट कौन सा है, यहाँ मैं अप्लाई कैसे करूं, वहां आपकी प्रेपरेशन में फ्लॉ आ जाता है कि ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट था ना आपने इनिशियली ही अच्छे से नहीं समझ पाए हो. ऑलराइट, तो उसके लिए आपको शुरू से अपना कॉन्सेप्ट दोबारा करना चाहिए. उसमें कुछ और फ्लॉ नहीं होता है एरर के, वो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस होते हैं जिसमें आपको लगा था कि हाँ मुझे समझ आ गया पर फिर भी आपने गलती कर दी. ये हमें सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट होता है अपनी वीकनेस रियलाइज करना कि हाँ आई हैव मेड अ मिस्टेक हियर, लेट मी गो बैक एंड रेक्टिफाई दिस मिस्टेक. ऑलराइट, सो इफ यू डू ऑल दीज थिंग्स तो IEO में आपके जैसे भी मार्क्स आए, नाउ द फोकस इज कि ऑब्वियसली कि अच्छे मार्क्स आए एंड यू स्कोर वेल, बट इवन इफ यू डोंट स्कोर एज पर योर एक्सपेक्टेशंस, तो you should make a promise to yourself of taking the most learnings out of it. Jitne bhi you 2 questions wrong, 3 questions wrong, even if 10 questions are wrong, that's fine. You should learn from them, and for the future you should revise those concepts thoroughly and make sure that those concepts are on your tips for the next time, and you are not making a mistake in them again. All right, So now let's move on to the next section of our class. Now you see another question that comes is, हमने पहले ये समझ लिया कि IEO क्या है, कैसे कंडक्ट होता है. सेकंड क्वेश्चन हमने ये समझ लिया कि ये हमें हेल्प कैसे करेगा हमारी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स में, हमारी राइटिंग स्किल्स में, रीडिंग स्किल्स में, और हमारे स्कूल सिलेबस से भी सिमिलर है तो वहां भी हेल्प करेगा. एंड द थर्ड क्वेश्चन दैट कम्स इज, सो व्हाट डू वी डू एंड व्हाट डू वी हैव टू स्टडी एंड हाउ डू वी स्टडी. अब हाउ डू वी स्टडी ये सब कुछ समझने के लिए हमें सबसे पहले एग्जाम की जो डिमांड है, एग्जाम क्या चाह रहा है, एग्जाम किस तरीके से होता है, वो हमें समझना होगा. Alright. Alright, so now we will be understanding the pattern for the IEO. Alright, so you are given total 50 questions. The time given to solve this question is 1 hour, and the marks of these questions is 60 marks. How is it so? You get 45 questions which are of 1 mark each. Of these 3 sections we will be doing in detail in the following slides, and the rest you get 5 questions which are in the achiever section. Alright, and these questions are of 3 marks each. So in total this becomes 60 marks. Alright, so you are given a total of 50 questions and the time is 1 hour and the total marks is 60 marks. So on an average, if you see, you should give 1 hour has 60 minutes, right? So you should not give more than 1 minute to each question and then leave 10 minutes. The first 5 minutes, they usually go for signing the attendance sheet and distribution of sheets and logistics like that. And the rest 5 minutes, they should be used by you for your revision, at least. Now, this is the least I'm talking about. So the maximum you should give to every question is 1 minute, not more than that. Alright, let's move on. Okay, so here are these 3 sections. We have word and structure knowledge, reading, spoken and written expression. Total you get 45 questions out of these, and these are of 1 mark each. Total makes it 45. Then the achiever section, you get 5 questions. They are of 3 marks each. Total becomes 15. So in total there are 50 questions to be solved and the total marks become 60 marks. This is the achiever section. This will have the hot questions. We will discuss further. We'll discuss in the further slides. Alright, this is the overall pattern for IEO. Alright, so now we will be explaining each section, and we will take each section one by one and see what is the syllabus as per each section. The first section, let's start with it. Alright, so this is the first section, and as you can see, the first section contains broadly the grammar topics, which are synonyms, antonyms, analogies and spellings. One word, I'm sorry, here should be E, one word. Word order, nouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, articles, conjunctions, prepositions, punctuation, and other topics like active and passive voice, narration, concord, question forms, tenses, conditionals, modals, collocations, phrasal verbs and idioms, homonyms and homophones, words related to weather, countries, language and people, global problems, etc. Here you see, these are again these foundational topics, and these are basically conceptual in nature, wherein if you see articles. Here, if you see articles a and the, if you know where they are to be used, you know the answer, right? So these are conceptual in nature. Here we'll be taking each topic, we'll be understanding them in detail. However, you just have to know that in the first section we'll be having these grammar topics. Alright, let's move on to the next section. So now the second section. What will the second section have? Alright, so here we have the second section. The first section we just discussed, it has the broad grammar topics, and the second section will be broadly about a sort of a reading comprehension. Herein what you have to do is search for and retrieve information from various text types like what? Encyclopedias, dictionaries, etc. And you'll have to understand the information presented in the various formats like the instruction manual format, message format, others. So here you see, again we provided text types here, and similarly here, even these instruction manual formats, message formats, others, here you are also given, etc. Then the third point as well, acquire broad understanding of and look for specific information in longer text. This will be a sort of reading comprehension where you have to do, what you have to do is read whatever text is provided to you, short or long, various types, various formats. Read, analyze it, understand it, and whatever is the demand of the question, try searching for that information and marking that answer. This shouldn't really be difficult because they are anyway MCQs. You don't really have to write write a subjective question. These will be MCQs in nature. Alright, and the third point, we didn't read it. Acquire broad understanding of and look for specific information in longer texts. Longer texts like editorials and essays. Editorials, the ones you get in the newspapers. And make inferences from the advanced texts. Now here, these editorials, they might come, one or two editorials might come as reading comprehension. But even if they don't, it's very important that you read these editorials in the newspaper. This is one good practice that will take you a long way. Reading the newspaper, it will take you a long way in not just, improving your general knowledge and your grammar, but it is a good habit of staying updated with the information. And if you read editorials of good newspapers by good editors, you see they analyze various topics from such diverse and such different angles that is very new and that is very informative for common people like you and me. So these editorials, articles, essays, if you read them, you will realize that you're missing out on a lot in the world. Alright, this is the section 2 about the broad reading comprehension. Alright, let's move on. Now we come to the third section. First one is about the broad grammar topics. The second one is about the reading comprehension basically. So let's see what the third section is about. Alright, so the third section we will be talking about testing your ability to understand the situation-based variations. Situation-based variations in various functions. Situation-based variations, they talk about your response as it varies from situation to situation. Herein, we can see various functions given, like, giving and accepting compliments, agreeing with something or someone, or disagreeing with something or someone, requesting, seeking information, pronunciation. So herein maybe we'll have some sort of dialogues or fill in the blanks, and these will be MCQ. The whole Olympiad is MCQ, so there shouldn't really be much of a problem for students like you to answer this. But however, you will be seeing the mock questions and हम उन्हें solve करेंगे, तो आपको एक आइडिया लग जाएगा किस तरह की क्वेश्चंस आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट. इसमें द कोर आइडिया इज टू टेस्ट योर टेंडेंसी टू सॉल्व, to understand how to react respectfully and politely, even in situations like disagreeing with something. All right, like disagreeing with someone or something, or we can say, or when you're apologizing to somebody. So situations like these, your ability to understand these kind of variations in these different kind of functions will be tested. All right, so we'll be doing that. That's it for this section. Now let's move on. Last section is the fourth section. This is the achiever section. Let's see इसमें क्या होगा. Okay, so this is our last section. In here we are going to have high order thinking skill questions, HOTS we call them. इसमें क्या होगा, इसमें the syllabus remains same as per section 1, section 2 and section 3. All right, but here there will be questions slightly on the higher side कि आपको थोड़ा सा they will be testing your analytical knowledge. ये आपकी थोड़ी extra application test होगी. So the syllabus remains the same, but there will be little bit advanced questions. Okay, now here you will be having 5 questions and each question will be of 3 marks each. So total 15 marks. All right. That's it for all the sections. So now the most important question that comes is, when are the results declared? Now आपने IEO का एग्जाम दे दिया and सबसे पहले जो क्वेश्चन आएगा उसके बाद वो ये है कि when will the results come out? You will be excited to know that how have I performed, how have my peers performed, and क्या मेरी ranking रही है. So the results will be declared. They're usually declared within a few months, which means maximum period of 2 months the results are declared, because जो हमने बात करी, this is about the level 1. Okay, the level 1 we have talked about. अगर आप level 1 में you pass the certain criteria, then you get a chance to participate in level 2. So the results are announced and then the level 2 exams also take place. So the results are declared. For example, last year the results were declared within about 45 to 50 days, which makes it about 1.5 or 2 months. So जल्दी आ जाते हैं results, you won't have to wait much, and उसके हिसाब से आपकी level 2 के लिए आपकी participation हो जाती है. आपकी participate मतलब आप कर सकते हैं. तो यही एक broad understanding थी.
That's all for our first class for IEO. I hope you have understood the basics, what IEO really is and how it is going to help you. These questions are very important to be answered so that you don't feel demotivated throughout the preparation. From next class onwards, we will be starting with each topic one by one. I will see you then. Thank you for watching.